What's up, guys? Chef Anthony, corporate chef here at Dawn's Appliances. I am here with James Hayes, one of our seasoned sales associates. Say hi.
Seasoned makes me feel old, chef.
It makes you feel salty. Seasoned, you know what
I mean? So, good morning, but thanks for having me here.
All right, we have a great topic today. We're talking about event cooking for maybe that special holiday, maybe that birthday, maybe that kid's party, any event above 10 people, and we're going to showcase some fantastic appliances you might have in your home already, but we're going to go over some features that I think could help us achieve that amazing party. All right,
and we have
you can
we have a chef here. No, I mean I used to cook too, but not on the same level as you do.
Tell me what you think like your first couple hitters are.
So if we're doing like large cooking, I think having multiple ovens can be beneficial. So, and that can look like everyone wants big ranges today, and I get it,
Yeah, sure.
But having a set of double wall ovens can be really beneficial, or maybe a wall oven and then some sort of specialty oven.
I feel
steam.
Like that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some of the functionality you have on them that can really make your life easier as far as like multitasking. A lot
menu-driven cooking,
yeah.
like the gourmet guides and things like that. I like what you're saying though. The wall oven will give you that 3-tray cookie aspect, but it will give you that cooking that prime rib or that ham or that tenderloin. Plus, the other oven gives you those sides that you can always pump in and out and really make that whole meal come together at the same time.
100%, yeah. So versus being locked into just one, if you're, and this would be more if maybe if you're doing a remodel and you're making plans, think about this.
Sure.
Like, do you entertain like a lot during the holidays or throw a lot of parties?
Sure. I mean, even those wall ovens, and I'm going to harp on this, wall ovens nowadays, ranges nowadays, even microwaves nowadays have a special function called keep warm. Okay, so there's that warming feature in there. So now all of your fully cooked items, whether it be appetizers, whether it be entrees, whatever it is, can be made ahead of time. I mean, some of these microwaves, these micro drawers hold 90 minutes of a keep warm setting. So there's cycle that element on a low setting, so we're not overcooking it. So there's no reason that you have to wait till the last minute. I mean, this keep warm function is huge in Chef's book.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a dedicated warming drawer, but anymore it's
You're
not
right.
really
The dedicated
necessarious,
warming drawer, is a nice piece. And like you said, if you have it in there already, you could use it, things like that. But these ovens are already hot. They're going to go, hold at 180 degrees and be well.
All right. So
wall oven check.
Wall oven check.
What else do you need for a nice event? You need
where
a
do
nice
you put stuff at? Yeah.
Yeah. You need refrigeration. So you need adequate refrigeration, and then if you're doing alcohol and drinks, you need wine refrigeration too. Wine storage, under counter beverage, right? I mean, that's really maybe more your forte. You're the wine guy.
Yeah. So past tense. So yeah, my time in the kitchen was short lived because I figured I like talking to people, so we went out front. But having wine served at the right temperature is big. And having dual zone is big. So that way you have your whites sitting at like your 45, and your reds sitting around 63, 65, and then they're at the appropriate serving temperature. You can just grab them and go. But refrigeration in general is, everyone likes these like big built-in refrigerators with panels and stuff on them. You really got to come in and see these things in person because they're not that deep. They don't offer a lot of storage. So even though maybe in the past you had a 36-inch freestanding fridge that was 28 cubic feet, to get that in a built-in, you need to be at 48 inches. So and then if you're going to be entertaining a lot, maybe you need to start looking at columns and size them out to like maybe like 60 or 72 if you have the room permits.
You're right, and you want to step up your entertainment game. What's an ice maker? You know what I mean? You can get a small nugget ice maker. You can get whiskey rocks. That makes those ice balls. Mini craft ice is huge now too. So those options that are in your refrigerator now. I mean, that works out really good. Really well for me.
And it's did you see Uline came out with an under counter one that does the craft ice now too?
Yep.
Yeah, you got like 30 cubes a day, so
that's huge.
If you're serving out a lot of whiskey
for your bourbon drinkers and things like that, or even any other drink that slow melts the ice. We're going to go to one of my sweet spots now. We're talking about induction cooking. You know what I mean? 15, 30, or 36 inch. I mean, the induction really works out. 48 inch nowadays, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's a few brands on the 48.
But induction for me has always been, a sweet spot. Nice, direct cooking, safe cooking. It'll hold the temperature really nice too. It's fast.
Yeah, I've been spoiled by having it. When I was visiting my family, I had to go back to cooking on gas because that's what they have out there, and it was. Man, I was hating life. It was taking 10 minutes to boil a pot of water. I'm used to like 90 seconds.
So, I mean, if you're thinking about, high power BTUs and things like that, even on the gas side, and we'll touch on this, a lot of our brands, introductory brands and luxury brands, will have that extra low simmer. One's on dual stack burners, or, the Thermidor Star with a cycling burner. If you have that Thermidor out there, and, it'll cycle that Star on to keep that warm as well. So, not only do you, in most of those ranges, do you have the industry highs, but you have the industry lows. And this is huge in a big event or something like that, to where you need that powerful pasta water, but you need to hold that sauce. You need to hold that chocolate so it doesn't melt or scorch. Nobody wants to clean, scraped up burn-up pans at the end of the night. So that's why, a lot of these introductory and luxury brands have that high power BTU, but that extra lows, right?
Yes, 100%. That's everyone always asks me how high they are. No one asks me how well they simmer, and I think you probably use that more.
No, listen, if there's someone out there that can tell me what a British thermal unit is or a BTU right now, you know what I mean? I would love to hear it, but nobody knows. Nobody even uses that anymore. You know? It's high, medium, low, extra low, and it's everything in between. I want to jump on, I want to talk about griddles. We have chrome infused griddles, we have cold rolled steel griddles, we have coated griddles. Griddle cooking. Do you like it?
I don't know if I would ever want to implement an entire one into like my cooking surface, because I could buy one, but but also it depends on what you're doing. Like, I know you're a big fan of them. Like, you use them frequently.
I like them. I do anything from breakfast. I sear steaks on them. I make banana sauce on them. But it's just another entertaining aspect for your big event. So if you think about that, you need to make even something like crostinis or whatever. Now you could put 15 to 25 crostinis on there and grill them on each side, or sear your steaks and finish them in your oven. It really sets up the professional chef's cooking aspect, and makes the home chef a lot better at what they do. Now you could sear these steaks over here while something's finished in the oven. Really get you up and running on different platforms, okay?
100%. So
you love that.
Well, you talked about cleaning up scorched stuff at the end of the evening. Depending on the level of entertaining you're doing, I mean, I have customers that maybe host catered events in their house, and they need some serious power in there, in which case I have an $8,000 dishwasher for you that can do a cycle in 8 minutes. But otherwise, maybe consider having 2 dishwashers in your kitchen design, so that way you can have multiple cycles going at the same time.
You're right. I mean, that's great for entertaining too. Glasses in one, wine glasses in another, plates in the other, things like that. Even if you're hosting a party on multiple levels, you have a bar one, use that dishwasher down there. You have the butler pantry one, use the dishwasher in the butler pantry. It's really going to aid in, at the end of the night, nobody wants to hand wash dishes. No. Nobody wants to hand wash the glasses. We want to keep it all going the whole time. And with a lot of these appliances, we can keep the party and the fun rolling and really keep your workload at a minimum. That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I have a customer looking at me, because they're looking at doing 2. Sometimes they'll buy like a really, really nice one, and then they'll maybe something a little bit more basic, and they'll just panel them. And once they're installed, you can't tell the difference. Like, they're all going to look the same. And
that's
that
a
way,
good point too. You know what I mean? Depending on it's always about budget too at the end. You know what I mean? If you can get a better quality one than one that's just a workhorse and things like that, I think it's a perfect win. We're rounding up our time together. You know what I mean? It's been special and it's been sweet. But like, these are great ideas, great appliances that we have. Guys, check us out at donsappliances.com. Come to all our locations. James, thank you as always for your knowledge.
Thanks for being here, Chef.
All right, that's a win. Wrap it up.